So UFC Fight Night Vegas, Kai Kara France versus Amir Albazi just ended, and you'll have to excuse my face for a second because I know I'm red. I had a little bit too much sun today. But anyways, Kai Kara France versus Amir Albazi just happened, and people are calling it a robbery. Everywhere I look on every social media, I'm seeing Kai Kara France won. What a robbery. 48-47 Kai Kara France. I'm seeing 4-1 KKF. I'm seeing so many different people, basically a row of people just calling it a robbery. No one really is ever saying that Amir Albazi won, but I also do kind of agree but disagree at the same time. I do think that Kai Kara France won the fight, but I don't think it's a robbery, and you can definitely 100% argue it for Amir Albazi. And here's my take. I'll go round by round, give you a breakdown of who won which round and how you can score it and how you can even argue against it. But when I scored it live, I had it 3-2. I had Kai Kara France winning the first round. I had him winning the fourth and then the fifth round as well. In terms of who won which round, I think Kai Kara France for sure won the fifth round because at the beginning of it, he landed like, I believe, 3 solid right hands, overhand rights, back to back to back. And the middle was kind of even. It was back and forth, tit for tat. And the last 30 seconds or so, when they really started going for each other, I think Kai Kara France got the better of the exchanges, landing more, landing left hooks, getting his jab to the body going as well, which was a big thing in this fight was his jab. He was using a double jab to the body, mixing it up a lot. And so that was mainly his game plan. And it somewhat worked. It kind of worked. Double jab was really money for him throughout the entire fight. But the fifth round, I do have for sure being Kai Kara France. I don't think there will be much argument to that, but I think Kai Kara France definitely secured himself the fifth round. And the third round, I have for Amir Albazi, which was mainly Amir Albazi on the back of Kai Kara France. And you could kind of somewhat give an argument to this. I don't think it's a very good one, but Amir Albazi had a rear naked choke attempt that was deep. I mean, it was very, very deep. It was off kind of on a weird angle, which kind of helped Kai Kara France, but it was still, I mean, an in rear naked choke. It was underneath the chin. It was turning his face pretty much blue. But Kai Kara France is a savage monster when it comes to defending chokes from people who can grapple, so he won't ever tap to those kind of things unless you're Brandon Royval and you get a guillotine or something. I don't know. But I think that moment was better than Kai Kara France landing some ground and pound that was somewhat missing in the last 30 seconds of the round when he got on top of Amir Albazi. So I gave Amir Albazi the third round with controlled time in a really, really close rear naked choke attempt that would submit most people not named Kai Kara France. Let's be honest here. Anybody outside the top 15 is definitely tapping to that. So third round, Amir Albazi. Now this is where things get a bit interesting and you can kind of score it in different kind of ways. Round one is truly a swing round. You could definitely convince me that Kai Kara France won it, and you can 100% convince me that Amir Albazi won it. Live, I gave it to Kai Kara France, but it's close. And when I went back and rewatched it, the only reason I gave Kai Kara France the first round was because he landed one shot at the very end. I mean, the very, very, like before the buzzer, he landed one good right hand. And that one, I was like, you know what? That was probably the best shot of the round. They both traded good shots back and forth. It was very slow paced. A lot of feint setups going on. Wasn't much action to it. Maybe a couple leg kicks. Kai Kara France getting his double jab going a little bit. Amir Albazi working the clinch game, trying to take him down. But I think that one right hand that he landed kind of was the cleanest shot of that round. So I gave it to Kai Kara France, which I'm not too hard struck on that being his round. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you that is for sure, no matter what, that's Kai Kara France round. It's a very close round. You can definitely argue Amir Albazi. Second round, it gets a bit weirder as well. I think that Kai Kara France did outland Amir Albazi, but Amir Albazi had a few shots in there that kind of wobbled. It kind of stumbled Kai Kara France back, and that's where I kind of gave it live. I give that round to Amir Albazi because Kai Kara France was doing good with his double jab, his jab to the body like he was using throughout the entire fight. I'm going to keep reiterating that because that's what he did most of the fight, with a couple leg kicks mixed in and a couple overhand rights mixed in. But that was mainly what he was doing, was really trying to work that jab throughout the entire fight. But he was outlanding Amir Albazi, but Amir Albazi would land like a left hook that would stumble him for a second. He would land like an overhand right that would kind of go behind the head or behind the ear, because Kyle France would dip down like this after he threw his double jab or jab to the body. So it kind of would make him move weird, which in a fight like this, when it's that close, any movement that looks somewhat even weird is going to make a difference in how I'm going to score the fight, because it's that close. It's really that close of a fight. So I gave that round live, and when I rewatched it again, you can definitely argue Kai Kara France again, but I gave that round live and after I rewatched it to Amir Albazi. But you can definitely convince me that Kai Kara France won that round. But I had 1-1 going into the third round. Third round, again, I already mentioned it, I gave to Amir Albazi, so I had 2-1 going into the fourth. And then the fourth round is also a very, very close round. But again, I think that Kai Kara France did a little bit more, outlanded Amir Albazi, and Albazi didn't really have those moments he did in the second round to where I could give him the round. He wasn't really landing as clean of shots. He wasn't stumbling and moving Kai Kara France backwards with shots or making him react in a weird way. So I think Kai Kara France mainly won that round with his body work, using his jab to the body, his double jab, his normal jab, his straight cross. I think he landed a few times on that. Like, yeah, a nice, I think a left cross in there somewhere. I might be wrong on that, but he definitely landed some good shots. And I gave that round to Kai Kara France because he did more than Albazi. Very close though. He did more than Albazi, and Albazi didn't have those moments where he landed those really powerful shots that moved Kai Kara France back, like the second again. And then obviously the fifth round I did have going to Kai Kara France. So I had it 3-2, but you can argue two of those rounds. You can definitely argue it can go to Amir Albazi. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, Kai Kara France got robbed. For sure, he won that fight no matter what. How can you dare give that to Amir Albazi? I think it's a load of bullshit. I think this was a very close fight, not a robbery. I'm not going to say that one cringy line that people say. They say close fights can't be robberies. That's a load of bullshit. Close fights can be robberies, but in this specific fight, it wasn't a robbery in my opinion. You can definitely score out for Amir Albazi. That first round is such a swing round, bro. That one really trips me up, and it makes sense. So yeah, the scorecards mainly agree with me. Every judge had round 5 going to Kai Kara France, and every judge had round 3 going to Amir Albazi, and those swing rounds were 1 and 4, which I think makes sense. And also every judge did score round 2 for Amir Albazi, which I had that live and in the rewatch as well. But yeah, the judges agree with me. Round 4, I truly believe are swing rounds, and it's hard. Even though I do think Kai Kara France definitely did outpoint Amir Albazi in the 4th round, you know, I can see the judges going that way. I see more of round 1 being the main swing round than round 4, honestly. I'm more leaning, I'm like 55-45% leaning towards Kai Kara France in the 4th round. Whereas in the 1st round, I'm like truly 50-50% on who can win that round. Definitely. But yeah, the judges agree with me. Let me know in the comments who you think won. You think Kai Kara France got robbed? You think Amir Albazi is justified in the decision in getting it? Even though Amir Albazi won, I don't think he beats Brandon Moreno. I don't think he beats Pantoja. I don't think he beats those two guys, the winner of that fight. He definitely doesn't beat Brandon Moreno. I know that. I think he gets smoked by him on the feet. But it is what it is. He will be probably the next title contender because there will be nobody left. And hopefully if Pantoja wins, they don't give him just another rematch with Moreno. That would be, honestly, bro, that would be so weird. But that's not neither here. It's in the future if it can even happen. But that is all I have for you today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment as well as your opinion. I would greatly appreciate that. It is now Charles Oliveira week. I am hyped. I'm ready to go. But that's all I have for you guys today. Peace.